Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 3. And if you like to support me and the channel, my PayPal will be in the description, so thank you very much. I'm back with part 2 of What If Naruto Was Born with Isshiki Ōtsutsuki eyes. Remember to get this one too. 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And don't forget to go ahead and check out the other what ifs over the other channels. Yes, I indeed have 3 more channels that I post what if on: Anime King, Anime King 2, and Anime Symbol. And if you like to see text what if scenarios, you can go ahead and check out Anime Prints. All of the links will be in the description, so go ahead and obliterate that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting any more time, how about we jump right into this brand new episode? Let's begin now, guys. So the last part we left off, we got to see the origin of how Naruto awakened these abilities. It started with Kaguya striking down Isshiki in order to betray her clan. In doing so, the rumors had spread from a long time ago from the monks that were nearby, as the Uzumaki's up to date had found the blood crystallized there. The scientist behind all of this had sealed it within himself, trying to see how it react with, well, human DNA. Unfortunately though, it didn't work out as he thought. While it did boost a few attributes, nothing extraordinary. However, he went on to have children, and those children went on to have children. And the last living heir to that line was Kushina Uzumaki until she gave birth to Naruto Uzumaki. Over the years, due to the influence of the Uzumaki genes and their special chakra, the Otsutsuki blood had diluted but remained strong as it kept on pulling itself back together, repairing itself in many different ways, as the DNA of Otsutsuki was vastly different than a human. As Naruto Uzumaki, having a 9-tailed seal inside of him, it triggered the blood and started to tamper with his DNA. With that happening, when Naruto was younger, he started to notice things. People blamed him for things, believing that he was lying because things around him simply magically disappeared. In certain situations, they just disappeared. Naruto went through the academy learning that he could shrink items and return them back to full size. He could seal them away in a separate dimension. Naruto was not a very trusting person, and it shows. He was not a trusting person at all, as the Hokage did not tell him about the 9 tails until the battle with Mizuki, where Naruto had to find out himself. However, it wasn't just the special eye for shrinking that Naruto possessed. Naruto also possessed a Byakugan, purer and stronger than any other Byakugan. The way it worked, the way it focused, the way it handled the situation around people. He could see more than just their chakra pathways. He could see everything down to the exact detail, more than any other Hyugas. The Hyugas were happy to hear this. While they did not care much for Naruto, this would solidify them as the strongest ever. Well, go on in Konoha history. Not just Konoha though, the strongest clan in the entire world, now that the Uchihas were gone. They took Naruto in after some deliberation, as because Naruto was half Hyuga because of his eye, they could trace it back to Kushina lineage because Minato lineage had nothing to do with Hyuga. But how that happened between Uzumaki was something they did not know. But Naruto, without a say, was brought into the Hyuga clan. He was supposed to be treated as royalty there, as he wasn't a part of the branch family because they could not do that. They were using Naruto as a political gain, and it shows. When Hayashi told him who his father was, Know that Naruto had the entire clan to back him. There were certain informations that can come to light. However, this just made Naruto distrust them all even more. Neji wasn't fond of this, believing that Naruto shouldn't be here, believing that he wasn't worthy of the name Hyuga, but Naruto never called himself that, not even once. He riled up Neji enough to see his true colors. As the time passed on, Naruto was placed on Team 7. The actually only one that he could talk to was Sakura because Naruto did not put up with people bull crap, and Sasuke being a stubborn, arrogant jerk was something that Naruto did not care about in the slightest. But Sakura was actually a decent person to talk to. Team 7 passed the test, as Naruto lied about his abilities, not truly telling them what he was capable of. As they went on their first mission, the Demon Brothers stood absolutely no chance in hell, as they were nothing compared to what Naruto was capable of. Over the years, the mutation had literally changed every aspect of him. That is why the doctors could not understand his DNA. So yeah, that was basically last where we left off. You guys can switch across the play, check it out for yourselves to be in this new episode. Team 7 had a difficult choice to make. Yes, a very difficult one, as Tazuna had lied about the mission. He spilled the secrets, telling them everything after Kakashi confronted him with the threat of returning back to the village because the mission was too dangerous. He told them why he lied. He told them what was waiting for him, what his people needed. He told them about Gato. Kakashi wanted to hear what his students had to say, to see how they would handle the situation. Sasuke did not care about the lie. He did not care about the lie in the slightest. What Sasuke was focusing on was simple, testing himself. After all, his goal that he desired was a hard one, and he needed to be as strong as humanly possible. Thus, fighting stronger opponent would give him what he desired. Sakura was pressured despite Sasuke not even saying a single thing to her. Due to her crush on him, she believed that if she was to be the one to say no, well, he wouldn't be pleased with her. So she said yes despite being unsure as well and being terrified. And now he turned towards Naruto. No. Naruto said simply. Kakashi was not surprised by that answer. It was rather obvious since the formation of Team 7. Him and Hiruzen spoke about this as well. With the recent changes in Naruto's life, him joining the Hyuga clan, becoming one of them, being the only other Hyuga to operate his eye the way he did. Well, Naruto's colors were rather blatant for all to see. Naruto was not a selfless person. He would not risk his life for anyone. They seen that with his behavior, and that is what they wanted to work on. Hiruzen believed that Naruto did not believe in the will of fire. He did not embody it. He actually saw it as a burden, a chore, because he found it hard to trust people even now. Naruto has never been disrespectful once to either man, but they could see that Naruto did not trust them, and that he was hiding something away from them both. They could see that very clearly. After all, it wasn't until they left on the mission that Hayashi spoke to Hiruzen about telling Naruto everything. So Kakashi did not know that. So he was in for a surprise when they did return. But Naruto knew, and he hadn't said a single word about the subject, not even in the slightest, about his relationship with his father. Why should I risk my life for his? When he lied, knowing that the mission would be a lot more dangerous than it should be. His lie could have gotten us killed. Why should I risk my life for someone that doesn't care about mine? Naruto said blatantly. And you, said Naruto, looking towards Sakura. Naruto knew she could be better than this, but her obsession with Sasuke was constantly getting in the way. Is this truly what you want? Do you truly want to walk into something that you're not ready for? Kakashi saw the hesitation. He saw it in her eyes as she stuttered on what to say. Sasuke made his claim. acting like he cared about helping the bridge builder in the slightest, when he questioned Naruto on that if he doesn't want to help. Why should I? This mission is not for us. Tazuna started to panic as he saw their gaze, worrying that they would not take the mission. He started to speak about his grandson. I don't know your grandson, said Naruto. He was rather honest about what he wanted to say. However, Sakura felt bad as she turned towards Naruto. We can still do something. If we don't, his family is gonna get hurt, and a whole bunch of people. Isn't that the reason why we became ninjas? To help those that can't help themselves, she said. Her and Naruto had been talking a lot lately. She knew that Naruto was going through a lot. She also knew that he was a rather complex individual. He pissed her off with his words when he told her that her obsession with Sasuke was only going to hurt her because Sasuke doesn't care about her. However, his words hit her for more than just one reason. His words were deep, because a part of her believed that he was saying the truth. But she did speak back to him 2 days after though. But she did consider Naruto as a friend. Sometimes you just had to talk to him to let him understand, because he did not look at things the way some of them did. But Naruto was still firm on his point. But he let his voice less known about the matter, wanting to simply go along with what they decided. After all, as he made the claim, Kakashi Hatake should be more than capable enough to defend him against any stronger ninja. It sounded like he said it in a rather pleasing way, but there was an underlying tone that was there. So with that, Team 7 decided that they would continue on with the mission. It was really something they need to work on. Sasuke not caring about a single one of them, just getting stronger. Sakura not having the voice to speak her own opinion. And Naruto not really believing in anything when it comes to helping people if it did not benefit him. That is why they were here on this mission. The deeper they got, the more the mist enveloped them. And the moment they crossed the little ocean, even Tazuna was surprised there was so much mist. Noises could be heard as one of the bushes revealed a rabbit. Sakura took a breath. She thought. Kakashi watched the beast, noticing something strange. Everyone get down, he said. The culprit was the demon of the mist, Zabuza, a powerful, dangerous foe. Kakashi revealed his Sharingan, shocking Sasuke, as he questioned if this person was a part of his clan, but that wasn't the case though. Bloodlust reeked through the area. Sasuke was struggling. His weapon pouch looked so invited to end it all. Sakura could barely stand. Tazuna was on the verge of passing out. The demon of the mist was truly something. Kakashi turned and told them that they have nothing to worry about. He would keep them... What the hell? Naruto was so calm, showing absolutely no discomfort. He was just standing there, almost like he was oblivious to the pressure that was on the area. However, Zabuza appeared in the center of the group. Well, giving them false hope is not the right thing to do, he said, ready to take off the bridge builder's head and wipe out all 3 of them. Unfortunately for him though, something ripped through his arm. He moved as he saw. It tore through his arm instead. A black rod, which was gripped by Naruto, stabbing through his arm that he held his blade with, only for him to turn into water. Sakura and Sasuke and Tazuna were confused, as Kakashi found the real one and started battle, the rod that Naruto was holding onto, then proceeded to vanish away. Unfortunately though, Kakashi got captured. He told them to run away, as Zabuza summoned 3 water clones, with the intention to take them down. However, as they descended upon the group, Naruto turned towards the 3 of them, Tazuna included. The way Naruto looked at him made Tazuna even more afraid than the demon that was coming towards them, but Naruto said nothing to him though as he looked towards Sakura and Sasuke. A plan was formed. A massive fireball hurled from Sasuke towards the three of them as they jumped into the air. Next moment though, they turned into water. Something hit them. Confused Zabuza was. Zabuza felt something. Barely he twitched his body as he was impaled through the shoulder and stabbed into the side. You see Naruto abilities. Powerful, yes. But the brief moment that they reappeared, Naruto could not reappear his weapons inside of someone. Say for example he stabbed them with a tiny kunai. He could not make them larger in a person's flesh. Until he noticed differences. Maybe it was the growing potential inside of him. His ability was getting stronger. Naruto's eyes was still not filled. Yes, the pointer in his eyes. There was still so many space left. His power was nowhere close to max at all. And another surprising thing was, Naruto could see the mist in the air. A Hyuga would not be able to see because, simple, the mist contained chakra and the overwhelming force would be simply too much. But Naruto's mind was processing it all. He could see the individual chakra pattern as well, locating the exact source of where it originated from, showing that his Byakugan was on another level. Naruto also started to feel it as well. The weapons that stabbed his opponent. He could feel it, the connection from here. Within that moment, there was no five spikes that was in his eye, another one, growing. The black spike almost fell in the circle. There was still gaps there for more. However, Naruto's body was constantly evolving. Naruto moved across the area as Zabuza stepped back, removing the weapons as Kakashi was free. Zabuza grabbed onto his blade though, as Naruto met them on the water. Naruto could not walk on the water, but Naruto had placed stones within his dimension and he was simply enlarging them as they drop on top of the water as he jumped from one to another. Zabuza swung his blade. Unfortunately for him though, the blade vanished away. He was shocked and confused. The blade was gone. He looked towards Naruto. Just like with the weapons from before, he was behind this. He could see that very clearly. He targeted Naruto but Kakashi sent him sailing with a punch. Naruto jumped back to the surface as he was watching that standby ninja observing them. Naruto could see under the mask. At first he believed it to be a girl, but he was wrong. His ocular power had a rather wide range on it. Naruto could see it. His Byakugan was that more powerful. Naruto could see the flicker in the thread that connected their chakra. It was emotions. They were afraid. At first Naruto believed it to be a ninja from another village, here for them or for Zabuza, but by the way this person was reacting, this was definitely an accomplice. There was no doubt about that. Zabuza might be strong, but without his blade, and Kakashi now knowing to take the fight extremely serious after being trapped away. Not to mention Naruto being a pain in the ass. They were stepping out of Naruto's area. After all, he had a radius where he could shrink things and return them back to normal size. He could not shrink things that were that far away from him. That is why he kept on moving on the water, assisting Kakashi. Another kunai embedded in Zabuza's leg. Kakashi knocked him towards the water, as Naruto embedded 3 kunai into him, throwing them, giving Sasuke the attention to launch his as well. Zabuza not even seeing them coming, as Naruto had spoke to Sasuke earlier. When he gave him the cue, he must do it. They had no idea how Naruto was doing what he was doing. However, they did see his eyes. Sakura knew that Naruto was a part of the Hyuga clan. After all, they spoken before. Sasuke on the other hand had no idea what the hell was going on, as Naruto Byakugan did not look like your standard. Zabuza was done and that was clear. Haku, Zabuza, comrade was seeing what was going on. This ninja was somehow able to summon weapons at will. That he believed, he was also able to take them away. That meant he could theoretically put a blade within his master's chest. And he was moving in. Despite the mission, Haku did not care. All he desired was to protect his master. Sasuke could not react as he was knocked away. Sakura was grabbed. A hand around her neck, pulling her back, jumping a distance as she screamed. The fight stopped as Zabuza was on the ground in pain. The kunai keeping him there, Naruto turning his gaze. He tried to move but, stay where you are, or she dies. Haku said, not going after the target. His master life was more important. Afraid that Naruto would summon a weapon that fell down into his master's chest, Haku wasn't about to chance it as he kept his distance, realizing that Naruto had to move in. Zabuza saw Haku as he started to pull the weapon. Kakashi, watching very carefully, as the opponent. He did not want to harm Sakura. If his demands were not met, well, but if they were, as he showed that rather clearly. The moment Zabuza was freed, Kakashi was ready to strike him down. Showing that he meant business, Zabuza was too weak to fight back now. He's lost too much blood. Give me back my blade, or she dies, he said to Naruto, knowing that he was behind it. Naruto looked at the situation. He knew that he had no choice. He released the blade. As it dropped on the ground, he was too far away. Haku was smart. He saw Naruto's eyes. Despite how strange it looked, he knew of the Byakugan. They were a rather prominent clan from the village. Haku went around, making sure that he would not be within Naruto radius. His speed was truly something else. That is why Naruto did not see him. Naruto stood there, angered. It seems like his anger was bringing out a lot more. As Naruto Byakugan fluctuated, you could see the radius expanding of Naruto's eyes, showing that his genetical mutation was indeed triggered towards his emotions just like when he was younger, and he shrank objects without even thinking because he was angry. You have what you want. Release her. Zabuza picked up his blade. Don't do anything stupid, Hatake, he said. You seem to be fond of your students. Unless you want them to die, I would not suggest doing anything foolish. Unless you want to kill me, something you're perfectly capable of doing right now after my injuries. But that would also mean your student dies. Kakashi was between a rough spot. Haku now, Zabuza said. Haku pushed Sakura away and aimed for the bridge builder, throwing several senbons to his throat, to his heart, ensuring that this will end if it means his master a victory. However, this is where Sasuke came in. His hand signs were finished. They weren't focusing on him that much. Tazuna was lucky as the massive fireballs destroyed the senbons as he collapsed. Haku used the opportunity to slip into his mirror. Kakashi descended to end the life of Zabuza, but Zabuza was grabbed and pulled through the mirror as well. Once they were gone, Team 7 was safe as Naruto stepped towards Sakura. She was terrified as her hand was still on her throat. She thought she was going to die. Naruto looked up. Tazuna started to sweat. I should kill you, said Naruto, as a black rod appeared in his hand. Kakashi stepped in though and stopped Naruto. As Naruto looked at the man, he clearly wanted to say something, but He beat back the words. Naruto knew that this mission would be dangerous, all because this man lied. One of theirs nearly died. However, he held back for the sake of the mission that they would still continue. For his own mental sanity as well, in terms of his anger. When they got to the house, while a bit winded, Kakashi was still strong enough to make sure that they would be safe, as Naruto would be spending the rest of the time focusing on his abilities. As for the black rods that he could summon, he was literally creating them. They were a part of his dimension where time ceased to exist in there, where everything was just still. Naruto could not enter this place, but he could feel it though. However, it's been a long time since he tried. Naruto sat down alone and meditated. He could feel it. However, there was something else. He knew what it was, but he never truly ventured inside of this place. But this time though, Naruto stepped into his mindscape. As he followed the source, he's never been in this place before. Finally, he arrived, and the eyes open up. The Nine-Tail tried to look as imposing as possible, but Naruto knew the beast could not reach him. But that wasn't what Naruto was focusing on, as a fox voice lured him to come closer. Naruto felt something strange. His eyes subconsciously activated as Naruto held his hand up. Naruto watched. Manifesting in front of his hand was pure chakra. Before he could truly understand, the power of the Nine-Tails started to be absorbed. Not in the way that it would take control of him, but in the way that he was simply sucking the fox's power. Even the beast was shocked by that. Not truly seeing Naruto's life that much, it could tell that he was different. That something was different about this host. But it had no true idea what it was. But it could feel the strange power inside of this boy, which was not it. Naruto pulled his hand back, shocked, as he opened his eyes in the real world. So much power had flooded into him. And this wasn't your standard Jinchūriki drawing power from their tail beasts. There was no losing control, no rampage. Naruto's power was simply magnified. Naruto closed his eyes and every tree in the vicinity vanished away as he shrunk them all. He then made them all appear and crush into one another, building a literal monument, going straight up, before he shrunk it and placed it within his dimension. Naruto sat down and closed his eyes. When he opened them, he was floating in the void of emptiness. But not quite, as his eyes started to see everything that he ever placed in here that was still here. The separate dimension where he kept the things that he stored away. This was his first true time being in here. He could feel it before, but he never stepped into this place. He had to say that it was a lot. It felt overwhelming, it felt large. Like there was no end. That was because everything was simply frozen the way it was. They were powered down, just shut down. Naruto wondered, why couldn't he store living things inside? Naruto could not move from where he was, he could just see. As it was just the visual representation, this place was just a stored pocket dimension. That is why he could not move in here. It wasn't a place that he could move or walk around. He could turn his head, but he could not move or go anywhere. It was just a visual representation of his power. It was here the rods emanated from. As he started to realize, the more he used his abilities, the stronger they become, the faster he can use them as well. For the next couple of days, Naruto spent his time just simply working out his abilities, keeping to himself mostly except for Sakura. In terms of Kakashi training, Naruto had excellent control. The way he shrunk things, it required a considerable amount of power to do that. Naruto had excellent control over his abilities. So yes, he had excellent control over his chakra as well, to walk up the tree. The one that was struggling was Sasuke. But Sakura stand by to help him as Naruto ventured off on his own. Kakashi kept an eye on him, watching him, but all Naruto seemed to do was meditate, calm and just relaxing. That was all he seemed to do. The son of Tsunami, who was the daughter of Tazuna, was angry at them. Because none of them understand, he said. He cursed at them rather greatly, telling them that they were all going to die. But Naruto just kept on eating, believing him to be nothing but a annoying child that doesn't understand the world. After all, he was rather stupid for what he was saying. But he said something so stupid that Naruto had to say something. Gato, said Naruto, the non-shinobi is going to kill us. Yes, said Inari. None of you have the power to defeat him. We came here. His men attack us. But as you can see, we're still alive, said Naruto. You want to know something? Only cowards hide away from a true battle. So the man that you're secretly idolizing because he has this so-called strength of hiring people to do his job is nothing but a coward. What? Inari said, not understanding the word. Naruto simply sighed. Gato is no threat to any one of us. And if he does show up, he will die. Naruto was done talking as he continued to eat. Inari did not have a rebuttal for that, as he went off. Good thing Kakashi found him. Naruto had been going through a lot for the past couple of days, mentally exhausting. He was asleep. Team 7 decided to venture off, leaving him be. A noise awoke in Naruto as he saw Inari running towards a man with a sword that was holding his mother, only for the sword to vanish. Naruto opened a window and jumped down. The two bandits, confused but threatening him not to come closer as they pull a kunai, only for the kunai to vanish. Naruto stepped towards both of them. They both tried to hit him a kick and a punch. Naruto extended both of his arms, grabbing their leg and hand. They were both awfully weak, or was he that much stronger? While Naruto found Inari annoying, anyone that harmed children, they were the true monsters. Naruto tossed both of them into the water, as he did not want the child to see. Perhaps he still had some sympathy for the annoying brat. A rod ripped through their chests, courtesy of Naruto. Their bodies sunk, the rod weighing them down as they went straight down. It was a good thing they were on the pier. Inari's attitude changed a lot over the past couple of days. Perhaps it was what Naruto said, perhaps it was the conversation with Kakashi. A lot had been done. On the bridge, Sasuke awakened his Sharingan and believed that he was unstoppable. Unfortunately though, his eyes was faster than his body. He physically could not keep up anymore. Haku was using as little amount of chakra as possible. Him and Zabuza already spoke about the one that can summon weapons. Haku's technique was a perfect way to get around his ability. After all, there was so much mirrors. So they were waiting. Haku did not want to waste his ability on the Uchiha here, who wasn't strong enough. Haku was faster, smarter. He's been doing this a lot longer, he has more experience. Sasuke did not stand a chance even with his eyes activated. Looking up, Sasuke saw several more needles racing down towards him, only for 3 rods to come bursting in, knocking them away. The both of them looked up, but nothing was there. The next moment, all the mirrors started to shatter. Rods after rods ripping into them, and the number just kept on expanding. However, Haku utilizes chakra to its fullest, as he repaired the mirrors almost instantaneously. However, it took a considerable amount out of him. Naruto appeared inside, covering Sasuke as Haku aimed for the Uchiha, trying to draw Naruto out. Sasuke was moved to the other side. "He's faster than I thought," Haku said to himself. "Seems like you need some help," said Naruto. "I had it covered," Sasuke said. "Well, I could leave," Naruto said to him. "Tch, just shut up," Sasuke said, as Naruto looked rather amused. "It's over," said Naruto looking up. "You can't win." "Is that so? You walk into my trap and believe I can't win." "I don't believe. I know it," said Naruto looking up, his both eyes on display. Haku appeared in every single one of the mirrors. "Let's see what you do when I do this." Senbons descended upon them as Naruto grabbed Sasuke. Every single Senbon started to vanish. Haku burst out of the mirror, appearing behind, going straight for Naruto's neck to take him out of commission. Sasuke noticed, his eyes rather fast to see what was going on, until Naruto spoke. "Do you really think you can sneak up on me?" "I can see wherever you go," said Naruto, his Byakugan using for its intent purposes. But this time Naruto did not turn. A wave of chakra slammed into Haku. Naruto Byakugan released chakra not just in small little bursts like the Hyugas. Days and days upon training to make sure that he utilizes eyes that were special than any other Hyuga to its limits. Haku slammed into the railing. The force behind Naruto Byakugan released his chakra like a wave. However, Haku picked himself back up as he dashed towards Naruto. They engaged one another. Naruto's blows were fast, so were Haku's, moving across the bridge as they ran alongside each other. Naruto stabbed him in the leg. One of the rods piercing him, Haku tried to jump away, but Naruto thrust his palm out. His chakra folded upon itself and shoot, crashing into Haku's stomach. He spat blood under his mask. Several rods were sent down towards Haku. He dodged two, but two others pierced, one into his shoulder, one right at his side. He was bleeding as he flipped over trying to get back up, but Naruto appeared and kicked him across the face, shattering the mask. Haku slammed into the railing as Naruto appeared and grabbed him by the back of the head and lifted him upwards with one hand. His physical strength had truly increased as well. Naruto palm struck Haku in the chest. His heart stopped for a brief moment as all the breath was taken out of him. He crashed on the bridge as his body was not functioning properly, the blow sending so much chakra into him, similar to what Naruto did to Mizuki. But unlike before, Naruto did not accidentally back up Haku's pathways, allowing him to explode. Naruto stepped towards him, gazing down towards him. He struggled to breathe, struggled to react. Naruto formed a rod in his hand and slammed it through Haku's chest, showing absolutely no mercy. "I don't have much friends in this world, or people that I can trust, but you tried to hurt the closest thing I have to a friend, and for that, you die," said Naruto. He was obviously speaking about Sakura. Sasuke stood there. You could see how shocked he was. He had just activated his eyes, but seeing Naruto step in and demolish him, the opponent that he was struggling with like that, Naruto was really that stronger than him. He knew that Naruto was powerful, but it surprised him. Naruto kicked Haku's corpse right off. Not before taking his mask though. He made his way. Upon arriving, Naruto stopped, as the battle also stopped as well. Zabuza seeing him, remembering what happened last time. Naruto held the mask up, showing the mask off to Zabuza, taunting the man with it. Where's Haku? Zabuza questioned. He's dead. I threw him off the bridge. He's sinking to the bottom right now. Despite his so-called uncaring personality of treating Haku like a tool, there was no hesitation. The fastest he ever moved. Zabuza appeared in front of Naruto, but Naruto's eyes were much faster than Zabuza's movements. Naruto took his blade once more. As the blade swung down, Zabuza had nothing to slice Naruto in half. What Zabuza did receive though was a rod through his legs, causing him to wince in pain, but it wasn't over yet. Naruto thrust his hand outwards. The chakra pulse originated from his Byakugan. It slammed into his chest, throwing him back. Kakashi saw the opportunity and buried a kunai in Zabuza's back, ripping through his chest. It was done. No more worrying about these enemies, they were dead. Naruto stood there, tossing the mask over the bridge. Unfortunately though, as Kakashi regrouped back with them, he came, and he wasn't alone. Gato, and all of his men, so much of them. Gato smiled, thanking them for doing him a favor after all. He intended to kill Zabuza, so they just did him a favor. As Naruto and Kakashi stood there, Sasuke joining them, Naruto held his hand out as he pointed it towards Gato. What's that? Surrendering, he asks. 3 rods form in front of Naruto. With a flick of his hand, they shoot. Gato was much too slow. One ripped through his shoulder, one stabbed into his stomach, and one pierced right through his skull. All Naruto said was, I did made a promise, as he was speaking about Inari. The thugs were not happy though. He just killed their meal ticket. That is when Inari showed up, along with everyone, coming to their defense. 2 thugs spoke up. We can still take them, only for Zabuza blade to be thrown by Naruto in its small form, reappearing and splitting through them. The blade embedded into the bridge. Who's next? Naruto questioned. Kakashi was concerned of Naruto's lack of remorse. His lack of empathy, yes, they were the enemies, but the way he did it, even Kakashi started to question that as well. They were terrified as he ran away. Naruto stepped toward the sword and grabbed the hilt. It was gone. Just like that. He simply walked away, making his way towards where Sakura was, along with the client. As Kakashi watched him very carefully, he turned towards Sasuke. Tell me everything that happened in your battle, he said. As Naruto was walking away, he was rubbing his head, strangely, as it seemed to be a tiny bit swollen. But guys, it'll be end subs right here. If you want to see next part, you already know what to do. Comment down below and tell me you want part 3 and I'll be posting it as soon as possible. But I'm out for now, see you guys soon. Peace.